The following is an exclusive presentation of the NCCU Sports Network.
Well, we had to make a couple of changes defensively to make sure that we were rebounding better. We gave up too many second chance opportunities in the first half, and so our young women did a great job of correcting that, and as well just playing harder, communicating better in the second half defensively, and that was the difference. One of the words we talked about in the locker room at halftime that I saw from each young woman at the end of that game was grit. When you're playing at home, you're trying to protect the nest, you've got to have grit. It comes down as well to being able to make winning plays. And so throughout that second half, you saw each individual just finding a way, whether it was on the help side, it was getting the loose ball, it was getting on the floor, it was communicating what we were in offensively or defensively, but they fought hard tonight.
So what are some of the key things that we were working on in practice to kind of prepare for this matchup?
Some of it was how we want to defend screens. More of it was going through what we've seen in terms of their offensive sets and making sure we know where we want to switch, who are their primary scorers. And so we wanted to make sure that we found those. We had a little more lapses in the first half with that than we did in the second half, but I thought they did a great job of correcting it in the second half, and we got the win.
So Morgan Jones put up a lot of key shots, especially in the second half. What did you see from her today?
You know, the main thing that I saw with Morgan today was her teammate, Kristen, had 5 assists, and she was able to get her the ball. Our assist numbers tonight were at 12. Anytime we're sharing the ball like that, our shooter's going to be ready to score. And it made it very easy for Morgan to hit those shots when her teammates were on time with those screens. Making sure they get her the ball when her feet are set. She'll tell you, when she gets a chance to set her feet, she shoots the ball very well. But because we had dual young women shooting from the perimeter tonight, it was hard just to key on one.
She had that huge steal right at the end of the game. How important was that to kind of seal the win?
It was. Defensively, any kind of stop defensively, we talked about that. Within the last 4 minutes, your defense comes up. You are intentional about what you're doing offensively, and you're ready to score when needed, and you saw all of that happen late in the ball game.
You guys only had, I think, 2 team fouls in the second half. How are you guys able to play so cleanly?
I can't tell you that secret. I'd have to kill you if I did. But one of the things they know is hands off, and you lead with your feet and your hands. Active hands, but more so than that, active feet. And the communication necessary to be in the spot that you need to be in.
How much did that help then late in the game? If you guys foul, you don't have to worry about giving up a free throw or anything like that?
It really helps, especially with the game now changing to you have no more one-on-one opportunities. So definitely it helps with the flow of the game.
Okay, you've got Hampton on Monday. What are some things you're going to take away from this game to kind of get prepared for that?
Well, one of the differences with Hampton and Norfolk is the amount of points that Hampton averages per game. So defensively, we have to make sure that we're in place and on target and our communication is there. We identify, because they have so many scorers from the floor, but we're excited about the opportunity in front of us. Playing Hampton, but we're playing Hampton at home, and our motto is protect the nest. Within this conference, Hampton has been dominant, several years, but we look forward to the opportunity to play them on our home court. We're just going to go out, we're going to battle and play hard as we can every possession when we're at home so we can protect the nest.
Just my teammates looking for me, knowing that I had the hot hand. Like Coach said, Kristen looking for me on the pass, and just being able to knock down some shots. That's always a plus. Getting in the gym, doing the extra, is what really helps me.
When you grab that steal with like 16 seconds left, what's going through your mind?
Well, I figured I wanted to stall as much as I could, so that's why I circled back around. I knew they had to foul. That was what they wanted to do to get the ball back, so I just tried to keep the ball away as long as I could, and luckily I knocked down some free throws.
Were you surprised they didn't just lunge at you the second that you got the ball or anything?
I was a little bit. They tried, though. They did try to chase me down, and eventually she caught me. So,
What kind of developed for you to grab that steal? What was happening on that play?
Well, I believe it was Tish who was actually behind her. She fumbled the ball a little bit, so that's when I went in to go get it. We kind of learned to jab at our opponent to keep them from scoring, so that's what helped me.
Okay, and how much does it help to get this win ahead of the game against Hampton on Monday?
It builds our confidence. We know Hampton is a good team, and we're looking forward to the challenge and willing to protect home court again.
This has been an exclusive presentation of the NCCU Sports Network.